Hello my dear students, in this video we are going to discuss the topic vision of the constitution. Students, in this topic we will study what was the vision or what was the ideal which was kept in mind by the people of the Constituent Assembly while framing the constitution for the independent India. So the first knowing this thing, what was the ideal or what was the vision in the mind of the people of the Constituent Assembly, it is important to study about the objective resolution. Student, this objective resolution give us a proper framework which tell us about the approach or the vision of the people who were framing the constitution, what was there in their mind, what was there in their mind while framing the new constitution for India. This objective resolution was actually the speech which was given, it was the resolution given by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It was the resolution given in a form of a speech by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on date 16 December 1946. Okay, means while the meeting held for the making the constitution for India, when the members of the Constituent Assembly sit together, students first time they means the date from when the making of the constitution start was 9 December 1947. Okay, on that date it was actually generally the meeting of all, and after that second was on 13 December. On this date 13 December, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had given the speech on the objective which is known as the objective resolution. Objective resolution means this resolution tell us the objective behind the framing of the constitution. What objective, what vision, what ideal they had kept in their mind while framing the constitution. So according to him, it defined ideal of the constitution of independent India. Means this objective resolution tell us the ideal of the constitution. What was the idea on which this new constitution should be based? Apart from that, this objective resolution provided framework within which the work of the constituent making proceed. It also told us about the framework within which the work of the framing of the constitution was done. First thing, it tells us about the ideal behind the making of the constitution, the idea. Second thing, it tells us about the framework within which the constitution was drafted. It proclaimed this objective resolution. In this objective resolution, what Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said, he proclaimed India to be an independent sovereign republic. Means he declared that from now the India is independent, sovereign. Sovereign means all powerful without the influence of any external power. No one control, no external power from now control India. Okay, independent sovereign republic. Republic means republic is the body which is elected by the will of the people, in which the people played a very important role. Okay. Objective resolution also guaranteed its citizen justice, equality and freedom. Very important three things which was kept in mind also while during the time of the freedom struggle. So these three things were the basis of our constitution, and these things are also given in the preamble of the constitution, which is said, the preamble is said to be the soul of the Indian constitution. It also emphasized on justice, which is important for all, equality and freedom. These are the basic ideal on which the constitution which was drafted for India was laid down. It assured that adequate safeguards shall be provided for minority. Means if any group of the people are there in the country which are there in minority, or those who are backward or belong to a backward region or coming from a backward background, or any scheduled caste, all those were given a kind of a safeguard from the constitution. Means constitution guaranteed the right of those people, that those people were treated equally in the society, were given the justice in the society, were given the freedom which is enjoyed by all. This thing is guaranteed by the constitution, which is going to be framed. So this objective resolution told all these things. What 5 things which these objective through which Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru told us about the objective of the constitution? Objective resolution. What is objective resolution? It tells us about the objective behind the framing of the constitution, the vision behind the framing of the constitution. Okay, and in this speech he told us that the constitution should be declare India to be the independent sovereign republic. It also guaranteed the justice, equality and freedom to its citizens, and all the people were given the safeguard from the side of the constitution that whether they are in minority, they belong to a scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, or coming from any of the backward background or backward region, they were giving a safeguard guarantee from the side of the constitution to be treated equally. So after outlining these objectives, while giving this speech, students, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru firstly outlined these things, these basic things regarding the constitution which was going to be framed. Okay, after outlining these objectives, Nehru placed the Indian experiment in broad historical perspective. Indian experiment in broad historical perspective. Indian experiment means the experiment which was done by the freedom fighters in the historical perspective. Means they had seen all the things with the events of the history. Historical perspective here beta means all these things. He said that his mind went back. ये बात हमें कैसे पता चलती है? वो अपनी स्पीच में क्या बोलते हैं? He used the words that his mind went back to the historical efforts in the past to produce such document of the right. Such document of the right to produce means while we are going to produce a document of right, the constitution for the country, we have to keep in our mind the historical events. So while we study this speech, this objective resolution given by the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, we study it in a very focused way, very critically also, and we scrutinize each and every word, each and every line said by him, what he mean to say by that. So here also we go into the reason that what he meant to say by in the past. What means उनके लिए पास्ट क्या था, किस चीज की साइड वो इशारा कर रहे हैं, एंड वो किस आइडियल की बात कर रहे हैं, ओरिजिन ऑफ द आइडियल ऑफ द पास्ट जो ये बात कर रहे हैं वो क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं. सो बाय द careful scrutiny we understood that he referred to the American and French Revolution. जो इन्होंने ये आइडियल लिया है, जस्टिस, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रीडम, ऑल दिस ही हैड टेकन फ्रॉम द अमेरिकन एंड द फ्रेंच रिवोल्यूशन. उनके बारे में जब उन्होंने पढ़ा, उनको जाना, तो उनको पता चला, उन्होंने अपने इंडिया की फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल को देखा. देन दीज पीपल केम टू नो दैट अमेरिकन एंड फ्रेंच ही मीन्स हिज डायरेक्शन, उनका इशारा जो था वॉज टूवर्ड्स द अमेरिकन एंड द फ्रेंच रिवोल्यूशन. By the past he want to say that. Okay, and what origin of ideal he want to say, what these revolution give the ideal, they give the ideal of the struggle for the liberty and the freedom, because during these revolution the population of these countries fought for the liberty, for the freedom. So here in India also during the time of the freedom movement, the people fought for the freedom, equality. But he did not suggest that. लेकिन इन सारी बातों से जो ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें पास्ट के एक्सपीरियंसेस को देखना होगा, उनसे सीखना होगा, उन चीज़ों को अपने यहाँ लाना होगा, he did not mean to say that. He did not suggest that the ideal of those revolution should be taken from there and should be implemented here. without any mechanically should be borrowed without whether they are adjustable in the society of India, in the framework of the Indian society or not. तो वो ये नहीं कहना चाहते कि इधर उधर सब कंट्रीज से लो आइडिया और उसको यहाँ पे इम्प्लीमेंट कर दो. He want to say that we have to take the idea from there and we have to alter it according to the situation of our country. देखिए इन्होंने कहा था we are not going just to copy. He was not in favor to just to copy the ideas from others. He did not define the specific form of democracy. While he was talking about the democracy, he just said that we should have to establish the democratic form of the government. But he don't say that which form of a democratic government, because democracy अगर establish होनी किस तरह से होनी है, voting कैसे होनी है, all these things should were discussed in the Constituent Assembly. उसके बाद decide किया गया. And he suggested that this has to be decided deliberately. उन्होंने सिर्फ ये बताया, बेसिक आइडियल्स बताए, इक्वालिटी होनी चाहिए, जस्टिस होना चाहिए, फ्रीडम होना चाहिए. बेसिक आइडियल ही हैड गिवन द विजन, और वो भी बताया कि वो विजन उन्होंने कहाँ से लिया, क्यों लिया. ओके, बट ही डोंट से दैट वी हैव टू इम्प्लीमेंट दोज थिंग्स मैकेनिकली इन आवर कंट्री. He said that before implementing these things in the country, before adding these things in the constitution of the country, we first have to do a deliberate discussion, debate on those. In which way we how shall we implement these things in our country? He did not define the specific form of democracy. The system of government established in India. उन्होंने क्या कहा? His words were, he had to fit in with the temper of our people and to be acceptable to them. Means he is not saying that we have to mechanically borrow and implement all the things. He said that it is important to fit it with the temper of our people, according to our people, and we should before implementing these things, we should also know that whether these things are acceptable, people are going to accept these things, people are willing for these things or not. Okay, it is necessary to learn from the people of the West. उन्होंने ऐसा क्यों कहा कि वो चीजें हमें पास्ट की देखनी चाहिए? Because according to him it is necessary to learn from the people of the West, because it is a general thing which we know West is far advanced from us. So according to him, we have to learn the good things from the West and from their achievement. हमें उनकी achievement से भी सीखना चाहिए, as well as from their failure also. We have to learn the thing. The objective of the Indian but the Western nation too had to learn from the experiment of elsewhere. उनका ये कहना था हमें भी उनसे सीखना चाहिए, और ऐसा नहीं कि वेस्टर्न सोसाइटी जो उनके पास अपने जो आइडियल्स हैं वो परफेक्ट हैं बिल्कुल, और उन्होंने कहीं से भी नहीं ली, उनकी अपनी डेवलप की हुई. दे हैड ऑल्सो बोरोड फ्रॉम समवेयर एल्स, एंड नाउ इट्स द टाइम फॉर अस ऑल्सो. वी ऑल्सो हैव टू बोरो इट फ्रॉम समवेयर एल्स एंड शुड फिट इट इन आवर फ्रेमवर्क. The objective of the Indian Constitution would be to fuse the liberal idea of democracy. अब इनका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था जो ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चाहते थे अपने कंट्री के लिए बनाना? उसके लिए वो क्या चाहते थे? He want to fuse means combine the liberal idea of democracy. डेमोक्रेसी का लिबरल आइडिया होना चाहिए. there should not be something conservative in it. ठीक है, liberal idea with the socialist idea of economic justice. But one important thing, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as well as other freedom fighters also, like that of the Bhagat Singh also, they were very much inspired by the socialist ideology. भगत सिंह के बारे में भी कहा जाता है कि जब उनको फांसी पर ले जाया जा रहा था उससे एक दिन पहले और उस दिन भी वो एक किताब पढ़ रहे थे, और वो किताब किसकी थी? रिगार्डिंग द व्लादिमीर लेनिन, जिनका रशियन रिवोल्यूशन में बहुत बड़ा हाथ है. ही वॉज द मेन मैन बिहाइंड द रशियन रिवोल्यूशन. तो वहाँ सोशलिस्ट जो आइडियोलॉजी है, सोशलिस्ट आइडियोलॉजी है कि इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वेल्थ अमंग द ऑल. ऐसा ना हो कि कोई बहुत गरीब है और कोई बहुत ज़्यादा अमीर है. देयर शुड बी द इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. तो वो भी भगत सिंह भी काफ़ी मोटिवेटेड थे वहाँ सोशलिस्ट आइडियोलॉजी से. Apart from that, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and other freedom fighters also were very much motivated with the ideology of the socialist countries. तो इसीलिए वो चाहते थे कि हमें जो है ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही कंट्री से सब कुछ लेना है, हमें सोशलिस्ट आइडियोलॉजी भी लेनी है. किस लिए? फॉर द इकोनॉमिक जस्टिस, सो दैट एवरीवन शुड बी ट्रीटेड इकोनॉमिकली इक्वल. ओके, नो वन शुड बी सो रिच एंड वन इज गोइंग टू बी टू पुअर. तो हमें ये सारी चीजें लेनी है, इनको फ्यूज करना है. वी हैव टू कंबाइन ऑल दीज आइडिया बाय रिवर्किंग ऑन इट. All these and we have to rework on it and edit it in Indian context. We have to shape them in the Indian context. That's why at the end Nehru appeal was for creative thinking. He talked regarding the creative thinking about what was appropriate for India. Means we have to take the ideas from other part of the world and should alter them according to the need of our country and by our creative thinking. Okay, so student, this is all about the vision of the constitution, and this vision of the constitution we know mainly through the objective resolution. What is objective resolution? Objective resolution tell us the objective behind the framing of the constitution. What was the objective behind it? And it was given by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on the date 13 December 1946. This is all. Thank you all.